And boom. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Office Hours. I am Tyler. This is Civitai.com. And today is our video and animation Twitch stream. And I got a special one for you guys today because earlier this week, I actually posted a new ComfyUI workflow over on my Civitai profile. Link incoming into the Twitch chat and into the Discord chat right now. Oh, and sorry, give me 1 second. Let me start the event before Daz comes in here and yells at me that I didn't start the event. So, boom, got it. That link, the new AnimateLCM vid-to-vid workflow that me and a couple friends put together. This workflow can generate videos super fast. You can do it with straight prompting. You can use the IP adapter. It has multi-control nets. It has a high-res fix built in. And it has the reactor face swapper, which I understand a lot of people are still having issues with that node. Unfortunately, I do not know how to fix it because I have not had any of the issues really that anyone seems to have with the reactor node. But we'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to walk you guys through it. Thank you guys for joining me. This is always a good time. I'm looking forward to today. I hope you guys like this, and I really, really hope that you guys can make some cool things out of this. As of right now, the workflow has only been downloaded about a little under 300 times. But I really kept like pushing it until today where I could be on here and go through it with you guys. However, I did post a 20-minute walkthrough of the workflow as well to the Civitai YouTube channel, and that YouTube video is linked on the workflow page. So if you guys download it and you need like some help or whatever, the guide is there as well. So without any further ado, let me show you guys what we got going on here and some of the results that you can expect. So these were just a couple test videos I ran right before the stream came in. Let me tell you guys what you're looking at here. These first two images are using IP adapter, and the image was like a very 80s retro cartoonish anime girl. It did really well. The difference between the left and the right of the blue image is that the one on the left is with a CFG of 1 and the one on the right is with a CFG of 2. So you can run this workflow. The workflow is meant to be run with an extremely low CFG and an extremely low step count. Talk about that in a second, but there's that. And then we ran a couple tests with a really cool picture that PitP sent us prior to everything starting. So from left to right, the first one is with line art and depth. The second one is with soft edge and line art. And then the last two are both with depth and open pose. And the only difference is the CFG amount. So that being said, and yes, Napcal, I saw that Stable Diffusion 3 was announced today, and I guess we're all waiting to hear more on that. All I know is that 3 is double of 1.5, and that sounds exciting. So let's go to the beginning of the workflow here. And I am going to keep my GPU, my task manager thing open the whole time so that any of you guys with like VRAM questions can see exactly how much VRAM this is taking up. I do think this workflow in particular will use way less VRAM than my original workflow that operates at like full step count with a high CFG. So let me show you guys how this is built. This is what the whole workflow looks like. It's literally just this section. This last box is just what I like to have to like put my previews in. And I tried to make this as simple and compact as possible so that any of you guys that are new to AnimateDiff or new to Comfy would have a much easier time looking at it and understanding it. I labeled the names of all the groups. Oh, wait. I labeled the names of all the groups and I numbered everything so you can look at it and know, okay, you just, as long as I work my way from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, like at the end of it, you should have a cool video. So trying to make this as easy as possible because there's nothing I hate more than downloading a new workflow, being super stoked to try it, and I open it up and I just like am immediately overwhelmed by what I'm looking at from all the like the nodes are randomly placed everywhere and there's spaghetti everywhere, and I just, you know, want to make this easy for you guys. So box number 1, we have our video source and our resolution. So this is where we load our base video. And in one of the recent ComfyUI updates now, what's really cool is whatever the frame load cap you put in, which is how many frames you would like it to run, the preview you see in here will actually only play those frames. Before, no matter what, it would play the entire video through. So now you can actually see what part of the video you're running or testing. So even if we said that we wanted to skip the first 50 frames, it's going to load the actual frames that we're going to run, which is really dope because I used to have to bounce back and forth and do that in Premiere to like figure out testing a certain part of the video. So I think that's really cool. Right above that, we have our width and our height. I run everything at a base of 512 by 896. If you are running on a much lesser GPU or video card, you probably want to go down to like a 320 type resolution, or, you know, you just cut these numbers in half and try to run it there. Upscale image, this node, you don't have to worry about touching. This is just to connect everything. And underneath the video loader, we have our LoRa stacker. So we took away all the individual LoRa nodes. We now have this one convenient LoRa stacker that you can literally change the number of how many LoRas you want in it right here. 5 is just kind of the baseline for me. And yeah, that is box 1. So you load your video, you put how many frames you want to run or you want to test. House Art AI. The LCM workflow is designed to give out good quality with much lower steps and a much lower CFG. So the generation speed is super fast. Like, we're going to get 50 frame test videos now in less than a minute, whereas with my old workflow, it was about 5 minutes. Now, there is a difference in the way that the end video looks. Like, there is definitely a difference in the output, not necessarily like for good or for worse, but there's a difference. For some videos I've done since I released this, I have preferred my old workflow, but this workflow is super nice to use for iterations. However, this workflow would be the choice for people with less VRAM. You're compromising a little, but not anything that like you would notice. So, okay, that's box 1, video source and resolution. Box 2, we got our model and our AnimateDiff loader. So a couple important things to note here. And all of this is written on the description page where you can download the workflow from. When you are using this workflow, there are a couple new models and LoRa's that you need to download, and those are all linked on that page through Inner Reflections AnimateLCM article. So you can download everything you need from the article on Civitai that I linked. You need the AnimateLCM motion model, which is this thing right here. I just haven't changed the name of it. I'm really bad at renaming things, but when I downloaded it from Inner Reflections article, this was the name of the file. So this is the AnimateLCM motion module. Your beta schedule needs to be on this LCM square root linear. And you are going to need the LCM LoRa, which again, I didn't rename, but that's it right there. Unless you are using a model that has the LCM LoRa baked into it. So there's not a whole lot of models that have done that. This particular model that I am using, that I also linked on the page, that my good friend Machine Delusions created, he made a merge of Photon that he also trained some other stuff into, and he baked in the LCM LoRa, and I have really enjoyed the results that I have been getting from it. So while I am using this, I do not need to also use the LCM LoRa. Otherwise, things will get oversaturated, overcontrasted, and very, very overbaked in general. So I would recommend everyone download this Photon LCM to have in your pocket if you plan on using this workflow, and even just for generating images with the LCM, if that's what you're doing. The Photon LCM model that Machine Delusions trained is really, really dope. And let me just make sure that I put that in here. No, actually I didn't. So, okay, let me get that for you guys right now. Boom. I'm gonna give you guys the link to this everywhere. Boom. And boom. Would definitely recommend putting this model in your pocket if you're doing anything with LCM. Kirker, I'm not exactly sure what that LoRa does. Maybe someone in here who is much more technical than me can answer the question of exactly what the LCM LoRa does. But does anyone have an answer for that? I just didn't feel like wearing a beanie today, Daz. It's hot. It's hot. I had to put on my Civitai hoodie, and tomorrow I'm getting a haircut, so enjoy it while it's here.
Hey.
So yeah, there you go. Pit P gave you the answer. He said it makes the model go burr without losing too much. That's all we need to know.
Yes.
So okay.
That's probably the most apt description for LCM.
So
yeah, I mean,
that
there are technical explanations, but I don't think most of us will be able to understand it.
Yeah, man. So look, all you need for the number 2 box, if you're running an LCM model like this Photon LCM, you don't need to load the LCM LoRa. If you're running any other regular SD 1.5 model, you need to run the LCM LoRa, and I would recommend running it at a strength value and a clip strength value of 1 and 1. And you need to make sure that you have these two things set. So you need your AnimateLCM AnimateDiff model, and you need to change the beta scheduler to LCM square root linear. That is what you need for the number 2 box. And then you have one motion LoRa in here if you want to use it. Now, group 3. If we scroll down, we'll see group 3 is all the yellow. These are all of our control nets. I tend to use 2 control nets at a time. I have included in this workflow line art soft edge depth with the depth anything preprocessor, because the depth anything preprocessor is goated, and OpenPose, as well as one for QR code monster / control GIF. Now, a note on the depth ControlNet, there is a depth anything preprocessor and a depth anything ControlNet. I have run a bunch of A/B tests. I really do not like the results, or have gotten good results while using the depth anything ControlNet on videos. But when you combine the regular depth model, just like the normal depth ControlNet model that we usually use, with the depth anything preprocessor, the results are really, really good. So that's how I have it set up. The depth anything preprocessor, normal depth ControlNet. I have put in a couple of these little fast bypasser nodes in some groups that I stole from Machine Delusions. Thank you, Phil. And literally all you gotta do is click the little enable button there, and it's just like a nice, quick and easy way, boom, boom, to turn on and off the groups without having to right click and bypass. And the previous bypassers I had just like looked really messy and they were big and clunky. So these are super nice and super convenient, and it's real easy to just turn stuff off, turn stuff on. So those are your control nets. I usually run 2 at a time. If you are trying to do this on a card with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, you might be limited to only running a single control net, if even that. Then the next group, number 4, we have our IP adapter, which of course is optional, but highly recommended because it's so good. So same as my previous workflow, I gave you guys the ability to do 4 IP adapter images. These nodes that each image is connected to allows you to select the crop position. So is there a part of the image you would like to crop into and focus on, you can select that here. I tend to use pad a lot just so it takes the entire image. And with the AnimateLCM, you tend to be able to crank the weight of your control net up really, really high. So I like 0.7 because I feel like it's a good mixture of like, you get the IP adapter image in there, but it doesn't really restrict your motion. Because if you crank the IP adapter high, it could also restrict the motion more, even if your control nets are good. So that's the IP adapter. You have a little 4 box here with preview images. So if you do select a crop position, in here it will show you exactly what part of the photo it is cropping into. Right now it's showing us the entire photo because I have pad selected. Then group 5, we have our positive and our negative prompt. I included the batch prompt scheduler in case you guys would still like to prompt travel while you're making your videos. So positive prompt, negative prompt. Pretext is, of course, the things that will come before whatever is written in your prompt box. And app text is everything that will come after the prompt written in your prompt box. Number 6, we have our K-sampler and our high-res fix. So we swapped out the K-sampler for this new K-sampler efficient node, which has a lot more stuff built into it. The main thing to keep in mind here is that when you're using this workflow, your sampler needs to be the LCM, and the best scheduler after doing a bunch of A/B testing is this SGM_uniform. Your steps for this workflow should fall between 8 and 12, and your CFG should stay between 1 and 2. 1 will obviously get you the fastest generation time, but you are sacrificing some of the detail and quality. Bumping up to 1.5, 1.8, or 2 isn't going to increase the generation time by that much. It's still going to be significantly faster than normal AnimateDiff, but you're not going to get the full speed, like the full speed benefit. However, you know, I'm still a stickler for quality, so I want that in there. And then the high res fix, there is a bypasser in here for when you don't want it, but this is going to upscale your video by 1.5. We have it set to a denoise of 0.7. All my testing, this does not like the previous problem that we were having with my upscaler and the other workflow is that, you know, if I use open pose in depth, the upscale would just be a mess. Like, it would be all over the place. That has not happened with this. The only downside is if you're running a longer video, like 800 to 1,000 frames, you might CUDA out on the high res fix. So just be aware of how many frames you're running. And feel free to play with this, but these settings that I have preloaded in here for you guys, I found have worked extremely well. We can bypass that. Then we have the reactor face swap group, which is the one that doesn't seem to like anyone. And the node is just like, for whatever reason, people are unable to get this node installed. I would say if it's giving you an issue, either just leave the group disabled or just delete the whole group and link the image from the K sampler directly into the output. I would say just don't even wrestle with it. When I first installed it, it wouldn't install, and I just kept uninstalling, reinstalling, uninstalling, reinstalling the node, and it eventually just installed. So that's like the only advice I can give anyone as to how to fix it, because that's all I had to deal with. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be working for everyone. So just word of caution, if it's giving you too much of a headache, it's probably not even worth having it. Just delete all this, connect the image straight into the image of the output. Then we have our output, which now, cool little housekeeping thing. If you guys go into your settings, the little gear icon for Comfy, and you check this box right here that says VHS Advanced Previews, you can now switch your format to ProRes, and it'll give you a preview for the ProRes. Before, if you selected your format as ProRes, it wouldn't give you an image preview, and you would have to go open the video file in your output folder. That is there now. Super helpful. You definitely want ProRes instead of MP4 because the quality is just better. And then we have the extra group I like putting in that I call the preview gallery, because I just, when I'm done with a video, I control and drag it into here so that I can compare things as I am testing and all that good stuff. So that is the AnimateLCM workflow. And now I would like to show you guys some results. So we have this really cool video of this girl doing some robot stuff, and I figured her outfit would make for good, like, generations. So if anyone wants to send me any images, I already have one from Dever that he sent that I am dying to try, so we're going to try that. And if you guys want to dump any images into the Discord chat in the meantime, that would be super dope. But right now, we're going to try Frogman right here. And we are just going to say a Frogman wearing I was like, wait, am I spelling Google? A Frogman wearing a goggle helmet and a bow tie. All right. So first, let's do it like this. Let's do a CFG of 1. We are using open pose and depth. Our open pose strength is 0.4. Our depth strength is 0.35. We are using photon LCM, so we do not have the LCM LoRa on it. We're running 50 frames at a resolution of 512 by 896. So let's go ahead and run this and see how long that takes at a CFG of 1. Let's see if there's anything I missed in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, looks like you guys are all doing a good job helping each other out. Okay, so it just got into the K sampler. It had to run the control nets again. Look how fast this is going. And right now, we are at 12 gigabytes of VRAM.
Oh, 12 sounds good.
And we'll also try to do this at the 320 resolution, and see what the gigabytes on that are. I have a feeling this is. I think we're gonna have to change the prompt or something a little. I think this is a little. This is gonna be a little wild. it's wearing the frog. It's not. Yeah. It's. Oh my god. Okay. So let's bump this. Let's bump the CFG to 1.5. This was. Keep in mind, this was at a CFG of 1. So let's try a CFG of 1.5. I don't know what SMB3 is. What's SMB3?
Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Brothers. Ooh, Chris, I like that. I'm gonna grab that image right now. That's a good one. I like this. It's a really good one.
Tyler,
Yes.
as you're talking about upping the CFG from 1 to 1.5, are you even using a negative prompt?
Yeah, there is, and I also have all my negative embeddings in there.
You do know that the conditioning is the negative conditioning is completely neglected at CFG1?
Oh, well, good to know.
Seems to be some internal technical limitation or...
All right.
So if anyone wonders why with LCM models at CFG1 or even lower, your negative prompt isn't doing anything, that's to be expected, I think.
Let's just try this. Let's just try a frogman. Let's just say a frogman. Let's see what it gives us. Maybe the helmet was doing something, but I have a feeling it's still going to put the frog head on top of her head. Oh, no. I think the word helmet was messing us up. I think we're actually going to get the frogman now.
Wow.
But come on, compared to like the 5 minutes it was taking us to get 50 frames before, you know?
How long did that take exactly?
This is tell you exactly how many seconds when it's done, but it definitely seems to be less than a minute.
It's getting worse. The frog virus is getting worse.
It took a minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah, but that's kind of fourth of before, right?
Boom. Look at that. Look at that.
Huh.
Look at that, bro. That is so sick for a minute render.
Yeah.
So let's see the difference now. So that's with the Photon LCM model, right? So let's try Epic Realism, and we will add the LCM LoRa, which you can also put in here or in the LoRa loader. You can use either one. I'm just going to put it here. That way it's just like easy because it's in the same thing as the model. So since we chose a model that is not an LCM model, like that special Photon one, we have to use the LCM LoRa. So let's check the difference here. We're just gonna delete this guy. This is the bar right here. This one is really dope. We'll actually get rid of these girls because we're gonna do a lot more. Ingelstein, I'm gonna take your photo as well. More frogs, less girls. That's what we're here for, man. That is what we're here for. More frogs, less girls.
Why not both? I mean, there's a LoRa for that.
I am sure there's a LoRa for that somewhere on Civet.
I know for sure that there is one.
All right. Well, it looks like this one is going to give us a lot more frog noise with this model. So you see that Photon model is just so good. This one looks like it's going to give us like the actual frog picture with the frog person. Kind of cool. Wish we didn't get all the noise in the background, but still pretty cool. Okay, let's go back to the Photon LCM model and just kind of highlight that today. Boom. So we're going to turn off this LoRa. And we are going to try out Chris's photo first. Boom. And this is a neon, no, a skeletal alien with neon lights. Boom. And what would half of this be? I think it would be 320 by 576. Yeah, I think that's the correct resolution. We'll try that afterwards because I want to see what the VRAM jumps to. Because right now it looks like we're topping out at about 13 gigabytes. So you could probably run this with a 12 gig card, and it would just be pushing it a little, but I think it should be doable. Oh, this one looks like it's gonna be good. Chris, that was a great photo. Yes, this 12 gigs is without the high res fix on.
Mm-hmm.
to answer your question. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That followed the picture really, really nicely. Yeah, that one I really like. We'll start our little NFT collection right here for today. Oh, wait, that gave me the last video I made. There you go. Boom. And then we got this one. So the thing I think I'm realizing is that these headshot images might make it difficult when you're trying to get it to copy the full body, and it might cause more of the the artifacting in the back with the noisy background and everything. So this will be anime girl in spacesuit, cyberpunk, sci-fi city background. Boom. You think a 4060 Ti at 8 gigs can run it at least slowly? Okay, let's actually test the lower resolution right after this one is finished, and I will tell you. So we're going to do 320 by 576, and let's see if that affects our VRAM output at all. So, Scurvy Dog, we're going to test that out for you right now. Oh, dude, Engelstein, I think this one is actually going to look super cool. Oh, damn, I had my thing scrolled up. I didn't even realize you guys were sending me all these dope pictures. Okay, we're going to work our way down the list, starting with this eyeball thing. So, thank you. I was like, why? I was like, damn, no one's giving me anything today. We're gonna test it. We're gonna try it out. So, let's see here, and then we're gonna on this one we're gonna test the 320 resolution real quick to answer our. That's a good one. Look at that. Look at that. I think this is pretty straightforward and pretty easy, but okay, let's keep an eye on the GPU right now. And see what happens with the 320 resolution. So it's running. We gotta wait and see what it looks like when it gets to the K sampler. It's in the K sampler. It's up to 11 gigs. So it looks like it's capping out at 11.3 gigs. So I do think that a 8 gigabyte card should be able to run this. It's just going to be a slow generation, but you're definitely going to want to run it at the 320 by 576 resolution and then upscale it afterwards. But there you go. Like, I think by all measures, if you're working with a video card with only 8 gigabytes, this is still a great video generation. You know, and you're using 2 control nets. So, Scurvy Dog, I hope that answers your question. And also anyone else that has a video card with like 8 gigabytes of VRAM. But I really think it hinges on using this resolution right here. But we're going to go back to our 521 by 896. Boom. And we're going to grab the next image here. If you guys have any questions while I'm just kind of like running through this stuff, please feel free to ask. I'm just showing you guys like what's possible with the workflow and how fast it is today. Because I'm really stoked on this. Open this up and save it. Boom. This is gonna be a cool one. I have a feeling it's gonna put a giant eyeball behind her though. And we got Fairy Girl. Boom. And oh, more frogs. I love it. I love it. I love the WB frog. That brings back memories. All right, so let's try. Where's the eyeball? Where's the eyeball? There it is. Boom. And oh, nope, come back. We're literally just gonna say eyeball light bulb girl. That's what she's gonna be. And we're gonna try it. But yeah, this one right here, I really like the background and the moon and like the people with the traffic and stuff. So yeah, Scurvy, keep in mind too that I'm generating these at 30 frames per second as well. So this is a pretty decent frame rate. Oh god, there's a Frog Girls XL Laura. In case any of you actually wanted to know that exists. Kirker, I'm not really a checkpoint trainer. I think someone else in here could definitely answer that question for you. I don't, guys, is 16 gigabytes of VRAM on like a 5060 enough to train checkpoints?
It will be really, really slow.
There's your answer.
For checkpoints, it's probably going to be not powerful enough. You can fit the checkpoint to train it, but it's not going to be fast. Might even crash before you finish training it.
That's a good picture. I like that one. Thank you for answering that for him. And then Dever, bro. I don't even want to know, but we're gonna try it. And then, of course, we need to try her cousin right here. Oh, that's good. Boom. All right. Oh, okay. So, girl, eyeball, got it. I'm actually curious. So let's try. I'm going to try to put on this shatter motion Laura that my man Pixel Pusher trained and uploaded to Civet. And let's see what this does. Because I just want to see what it does with the motion of the eyeball behind her. If it does even anything. I actually haven't tried running a motion Laura on one of these video generations yet. I'm assuming it should do something, right? Can you try light bulb head? Yes, we will try that one now. Let's just say I don't even think we have to prompt the eye. The eye's going to be there no matter what. So we'll just call it light bulb head. A girl with a light bulb head. Okay. Ooh, I think this motion lore is going to do something cool to it. Oh. Oh. I like that. What do you guys think? I think the motion lore actually added a little something to it there. Here, if you guys are interested too, let me actually give you the link to that. Because Pixel Pusher is amazing. And this motion lore he made, because people are training motion lores now, is really, really dope. So, going to give you guys the motion lore sauce here that has been sent to both of the chats. And that goes in your motion lore folder, in your AnimateDiff evolved folder, in your ComfyUI directory. And it looks like we still didn't get the light bulb head. Looks like it we're gonna let's try to just take out the girl and just say light bulb head. Let's just try it. Cause look, it's putting look at what it's doing with the light bulb on top of her head and into the eye.
Wow,
I think
she's getting enlightened all the time.
Yeah, no.
It
really
it's kind of like these mind blown animations. Boom.
Yeah, it really wants to make her like it really wants to make her a woman. But let's move on to let me actually view medium icons. Boom, there we go. Okay. I really want to see this one. And then we'll do the minion banana. Boom. And let's see if there are some cooler frames we can get here. Let's say, let's try, what does this look like at frame 100? How about 120? Cool. Let's do that. And this is a glowing ballet dancer. I mean, I do think this is really cool though. Like the stuff that the motion lore is doing to it is really dope. Hey, can someone can someone find me a picture of ants? There's something I want to try. Just find me a picture of like a bunch of ants. Oh, you guys are making me go full degenerate with the Catwoman girls here. Perfect. Okay, Pit P, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this because there is a motion Laura I have that was trained on the movement of ants from like a video of ants. Ram thrust. I think Pit P's is a little better just because it's like very clearly ants. So we're gonna try that one. But the ballerina looks really dope. Boom. Okay. Okay. We're gonna try this. So where did our ants go? We have our ants. This is gonna be an interesting one, guys. This is gonna be super interesting. And we're going to put in the motion LoRa that says that was trained on ants zoomed at high contrast. And we're just gonna see what we get here. Oh, wait, I have to prompt it. We're just gonna say army of ants and see what the hell it gives us. Yeah, the skirt flashing out like that is like a really nice touch. I'm so curious what this is going to look like. Like, it's clearly going to make her a girl, and that's fine, but I'm dying to see, like, behind her. Oh. Okay, we gotta try it. We gotta try it, bro. We gotta try it. We gotta do it. All right. Let's see. This is gonna... So curious what the movement in this one is gonna be like. That's pretty funny. We're going to do this. So that image that I was just sent, turn that into a PNG real quick. Yep. And we're going to go 2 of these with 2 of the ants. So, a man covered in ants. Itchy skin. How much do you guys think we could sell these NFTs for?
I'll say about 350.
$50.
500 bucks.
The best I can do is 2.
I think the best part about this is that we're only pushing 13 gigs of VRAM, and we you know, on my other workflow this would have got us up to like 18 or 19 gigs of VRAM. This looks like it might be disgusting, but I have to see it closer. And also, we're going to see what the difference is when we crank the IP adapter up even more. That's not the no. That's like the flow over GPU memory. The dedicated GPU memory is what we're looking at, Sir 3. This right here, this is my This is my actual GPU memory. That, my friends, is awesome.
Okay.
But let's see. So that's with the IP adapter at a weight of 0.7. Let's try cranking it up to 1. And let's see how much more of those images we can get to come out. And also what the difference in the motion is. Sorry, Frog Girl. We're going to move you over here. Got to make room for Ant-Man. All right, Ram Thrust. All right. All right. I see the theme for the day clearly. I like how this one has like the army of the male frogs watching the one female frog. They're just like, they're all just waiting or something.
Thank you, Ty.
Don't clip that part. All right, let's see what it looked like with the IP adapter up to 1. We should get it right now. Whoa. So it actually didn't restrict the motion that much. See, look, let's sync the previews. We're getting the same motion, really. So that's pretty good. Let's go back to the shatter motion, Laura, and let's try the minion banana. Sorry I subjected you guys to the ants for so long. Fashion runway background. Boom. These are all going to go on the model page for the workflow. Sir 3, or is it Sure? Is your name just Sure? Just with a 3? Is that what it is? I have the 4 because a lot of times when I am using the IP adapter, I will load 2 images for the subject and 2 images for the background. And then through prompting, I will tell it what it's looking at and what should go where. And it usually does a really good job. And then when I'm only using 1 image, then I'll just put the 1 image in all 4, but I want the option of having the ability to mix images. So like right now, we're running this minion banana. This is going to be hilarious though. I don't think it's going to be a minion, but we're definitely going to get bananas somewhere. So look, let's try to mix the minion banana with the princess and say minion banana See what type of weirdness that gives us. Oh, minion banana princess with elf ears. We gotta call her princess.
Yeah, and you edit the FPS.
And a shout out to Pixel Pusher who's in here right now. Who's Shatter Laura. Shatter Motion Laura we are currently using on this. If you guys aren't following that man on Instagram, you should be. So, let's see what the princess minion gives us. While it says change ControlNet to OpenPose and QR. So let's try it. Let's try it out. So we're going to disable depth anything. We're going to enable our QR code monster. And we'll run this at 0.8 with OpenPose at 0.4. And this will be interesting because clearly we don't have a black and white QR code thing. So let's just see what it gives us when we run this. But boom. I really like the ants, man. I really like the I do not know, Irotaku. I do not know if Photon knows about the banana skirt dance of Josephine Baker. I don't know about the banana skirt dance of Josephine Baker.
What?
So, okay, that's pretty cool. You can see little traces of both. It kind of leaned more into the princess. Let's see what it gives us with the OpenPose and QR code. Since clearly we don't have a QR code thing here. Dever, stable diffusion always beats me. But I really, if you guys go and you download the workflow and you guys make any videos with this, please, please, please upload them to Civit and upload them to the model page for the workflow so that when people come and look at the workflow, they see the gallery of all the cool stuff that you guys have made. I wonder what the motion is going to be like in this one with the QR code ControlNet on it. Yeah, since I have all these examples now, I'm going to upload most of these there because I think it's going to be really cool for people to like see all the different styles of what it can do. The workflow, I will give you let me repaste the link right here. Boom. I will give it to Discord. Sky Dragon, it's all about prompting. And so like right now though, this video is with a black background. Ooh, that actually came out really good with the, you know what? Let's try the banana again with the QR code and OpenPose combo. That was really good actually. Say, how would you guys prompt this to try to get him to actually be the banana? What would you say? A minion banana man, dancing banana. Perfect. Perfect. We're trying it. Boom. Yeah, Engelstein, yours, this one right here, right? The space anime girl. this one came out really good. I really like that. Boom. See what Dancing Banana gives us with this. In the style of Bananas in Pajamas. Big brain militant. CGG, this is AnimateDiff and ComfyUI. So also just some more links to all the stuff we're using. So you guys have the workflow. Again, here is the link to the Photon LCM model by Machine Delusions. If you download it and you use it and you like it, leave him a rating, leave him some comments. And here is the link to the Shatter Motion LoRa by Pixel Pusher that you guys should definitely play with in AnimateDiff. And again, these things work best if you're using stuff that actually like makes sense with the motion. And yeah, leave him some comments and some likes and all that good stuff as well. Oh, nope, come back. Okay. I actually think this one is more frightening than the ants. The QR code is useful for when you are running a black and white source video and you're trying to do like those optical illusion things. But apparently you can do really cool stuff with it on normal footage. We are actually going to wrap it up here, guys. We're a little over the hour. I got plenty of stuff I'm working on for Civit, but all the links are in the chats for the workflow, for the model, the Photon LCM, and for the Shatter Motion LoRa. You can download the LCM AnimateDiff model and the LCM LoRa that you'll need if you want to use a regular 1.5 model from Inner Reflections article on Civit, which is linked on the workflow page. So read the description. This video will be uploaded to YouTube as well. And we already have a full 20-minute walkthrough on our Civit profile that I will link you guys to as well right here on the Civitai YouTube. So you guys have all the resources you need to make some cool videos. This workflow is much more VRAM friendly for those of you with low VRAM. We tested it all day today, so it looks like we capped out at 12.5 to 13 gigs of VRAM. If you are running on an 8 gigabyte card, you'll want to run at a 320 resolution aspect ratio to make it more manageable, because then the VRAM will cap out at like 10 or 11. So it'll run just very, very slow. And of course, you'll have some quality limitations. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. I'm really stoked on this. And I was really excited to release it. I was looking forward to going over it with you guys today. So please make some cool videos, post them to the workflow page, tag the Civitai profile so we can share them, and all that good stuff.
Could I ask you a last question?
Yes.
Have you pinpointed why exactly it uses less VRAM than your workflow?
Because we are only running it at 10 steps, probably.
Okay.
And the CFG is only 1.5, whereas on my workflow, we're running at 30 steps with a CFG of 10. So I would imagine that's why. Because with just the LCM in general, everything is brought way down, so it uses less resources. At least that makes sense to me. I hope that's what's actually happening.
Okay.
Sure, you can totally do text to vid with the LCM2. Actually, let me show you something real quick. Let's turn off the control nets. Boom. And here we have the minion banana, and it says dancing banana. And we're just going to run this real quick. And let's see what we get. Oh, wait, I have to change the parameters. Sorry. Boom, boom, boom. 51. Let's go back to 50. 50 frames. Boom. Run again. We have no control nets. It's in the K sampler right now. It's running. No control net, so it's not going to read the video at all. And our prompt just says dancing banana, and we have the IP adapter turned on. So take a look. And yeah, see, so Jeru is Pixel Pusher. Go to that man's profile and look at the stuff he has available to download, because everything he does is super high quality, and he has a great LCM text-to-video workflow on his Civitai profile. So go check him out. But look at this. If we just turn off the control nets, so it's not actually reading the video, well, now it's just kind of taking our IP adapter and turning it into a looping LCM GIF. Which is pretty cool too. So yeah, but also you can just download Pixel Pusher or Jeru's LCM text to video workflow on his Civitai profile, which let's actually go to his profile real quick. Pixel Pusher and his model, simple LCM text to vid workflow. And we are going to link this to you guys right here. Boom. And boom. Hey, yeah. Creepy, you're right. Jeru, I'll be waiting for my royalties and buzz after this. So, yeah, man. You guys have a cool LCM video-to-video workflow to play with. You have a cool LCM text-to-video workflow to play with. Download the Photon LCM model. Download the Shatter Motion LoRa. Tipping me 69 buzz right now. Thanks, buddy. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out today. Really appreciate it. Always a good time. I will be back next Thursday with some more cool vid-to-vid AI video and animation stuff. Appreciate you all. Civitai.com. If you guys have any friends that are brand new to Stable Diffusion and whatnot, we're now currently on part 4 of the beginner's guide to automatic 1111 and easy diffusion that I've been uploading to the Civitai YouTube channel. So go send them that playlist and start getting your friends who aren't into AI into it. I think I make it pretty easy to understand and dive really deep. The last video I uploaded for the series was an hour long, just going over like the UI. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you use it, post something to the page so the gallery builds. Appreciate you guys. We're out. Peace.